Hi. Welcome back to our channel. Wait a minute. Did Stephanie Kiriakis actually just pull the trigger on Joy Wesley? Are you kidding me right now? Is Joy going to bleed out on the floor of Alex's apartment? What in the world is going to happen to baby Kelsey? I am losing my mind over this leaked summer preview. Hey Days fans, welcome back. I've got some massive Salem drama to unpack today, and I am absolutely not holding back. If you are as obsessed with the craziness of Days of Our Lives as I am, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and ring the bell so you never miss a spoiler update. Now, let's talk about this gunshot that is about to echo through the entire town and shatter multiple lives. Alright, let me set the scene for you guys, because the spoilers we just got for the week of June 8th are completely unhinged. We are over on the other side of town at Alex and Stephanie's place. Stephanie, played by the incredibly talented Abigail Klein, is taking a nap on the sofa. She is dead asleep, completely exhausted from the mental toll of her untreated PTSD. Then, Joy Wesley, yes, AlexAnn Hopkins' character shows up and starts lightly knocking on the door. Now Stephanie doesn't answer. She is out cold, lost in a groggy state. So what does Joy do? Joy checks the doorknob to see if it's unlocked. And because this is Salem, and literally no one understands basic home security, the door is unlocked. Joy slowly pushes the door open and walks right into the apartment like she owns the place. The noise startles Stephanie. She wakes up, jumps off the sofa in a total panic, and her trauma response immediately takes over. She sprints over, grabs the loaded gun that she insisted on keeping nearby for protection, and completely throws all the gun safety rules she learned out the window. Without even pausing to see who is standing in the shadows, Stephanie whips around, aims the weapon right in Joy's direction, and pulls the trigger. Bang. Just like that. Stephanie has absolutely no idea who she is shooting at. It's a blind, terrifying panic shot fueled by her lingering nightmares of Owen Kent. And now, Joy Wesley is staring down the barrel of a smoking gun. Okay, take a deep breath. Let's be real for a second. I need to go off about this because the writers are taking us on a wild ride, and I am incredibly frustrated with how they are handling these legacy characters. First of all, let's talk about Stephanie Johnson. I honestly believe Abigail Klein is acting her absolute heart out right now. She is giving us raw, nervous energy, and the actress is killing it. But what on earth is the writing team doing to Stephanie's character? This is Steve Patch Johnson and Kayla Brady's daughter. Her father is a legendary ISA agent who has spent his entire life handling firearms and navigating extreme danger. Are you seriously telling me that Steve Johnson's daughter would just blindly fire a weapon into the dark without assessing the threat first? Patch would be absolutely furious. I mean, I get that she is stressed, and I get that living with Alex brings a whole lot of chaotic baggage, but keeping a loaded gun on hand and firing it with zero trigger discipline? It feels so reckless and out of character for a woman raised by Patch and Sweetness. And then we have Joy Wesley. Look, I like Joy. I was excited when they brought Craig and Nancy's younger daughter back onto the canvas. But my goodness, Joy is acting like an absolute amateur who just walks into a dark, unlocked apartment in Salem. Half the town has been possessed by the devil, kidnapped by a demera, or held hostage in a secret room. If a door is unlocked in Salem, you do not walk in. You call Rafe Hernandez. Joy sneaking into Stephanie and Alex's place is a massive rookie mistake, and unfortunately, I think the writers are using her stupidity just to create a traumatic catalyst for Stephanie. Now, let's talk about the giant elephant in the room. What happens after the bullet flies? According to the official timeline spoilers, Joy is actually going to survive this encounter. It is highly possible Stephanie's bullet will completely miss Joy, maybe hitting the door frame or shattering a vase. Even if Joy does get grazed or injured. She is going to be all right. But do not think for 1 second that this means Stephanie is off the hook. Oh no. Joy surviving is actually the worst possible outcome for Stephanie's marriage. Joy is going to unleash absolute wrath over Stephanie being so impulsive, and she is going to use this near-death experience as the ultimate leverage. If you ask me, this entire setup is designed to give Joy the upper hand in the battle for Alex Kiriakis. The writers have been struggling to figure out what to do with Alex lately. Robert Scott Wilson is phenomenal, but Alex has just been bouncing from one messy relationship to another. Now, Joy is going to look at Alex and say, your wife is an unhinged psycho who just tried to murder the mother of your child. Joy is going to use baby Kelsey as a weapon. She will argue that Stephanie's untreated PTSD makes her a massive danger to the baby. Alex is going to be completely torn between the traumatized wife he loves and the woman who gave him the child he always wanted. The chemistry between Alex and Joy is already simmering, and this is the perfect plot twist to push them together. But hold on a second. What about the legal fallout? Let's pivot to the courtroom drama, because this is where Days always shines. The spoilers confirm that Jada Hunter is going to fiercely confront Stephanie. Jada is going to call Stephanie out for throwing every single safety protocol in the trash. Will Stephanie go to prison? How long is she looking at? If I am the Salem district attorney, Melinda Trask is going to be pressing charges immediately. Trask loves a high-profile conviction, but this is soap opera law. Let's look at the facts. Joy entered an apartment uninvited. The door was unlocked, but she still crossed the threshold. Stephanie was startled from her sleep, felt her life was in danger due to her recent kidnapping trauma, and fired in self-defense. In the real world, it is a tragedy and a felony. In Salem, Justin Kiriakis is going to have an absolute field day with this in court. I honestly think Justin will represent Stephanie not just because she is family by association with Alex, but because he loves a high-profile self-defense case. Justin will stand up in front of whatever corrupt judge the DeMeras haven't bought yet and say, my client was defending her home from an intruder. He will paint Joy as a homewrecker who broke and entered to steal Stephanie's husband. The courtroom scenes are going to be pure, unadulterated gold. But let me tell you who is going to be screaming for blood. Chloe Lane. Even though Joy survives, you better believe Chloe is going to completely lose her mind when she hears about this. I am begging the soap gods to bring Nadia Bjorlin back for just a few episodes. Chloe will demand that Stephanie be locked up in Statesville for the rest of her life. Can you imagine the scenes between Chloe and Stephanie? The screaming matches in the town square? Chloe defending her little sister, Kayla, fiercely defending Stephanie. I want that drama. I need that drama. It reminds me so much of the classic storylines from 5 or 10 years ago when the Brady and DeMera women would literally tear each other apart in the town square. Think about it. It is classic Days of Our Lives sweeps month material. The guilt, the manipulation, the weaponization of children. It reminds me of when Sammy Brady had to navigate raising kids amidst absolute murder and mayhem, or when EJ and Nicole Walker were constantly using children as pawns in their grief and guilt. The writers love trapping couples together through trauma. A baby instantly matured Alex, but this gunshot is going to trap Stephanie in a nightmare of guilt and paranoia. She is going to have to look into baby Kelsey's eyes every single day knowing she almost left that little girl motherless. I also have this wild alternate prediction. Let me throw this out there. What if Stephanie's bullet didn't just hit a doorframe? The spoilers say Joy is perfectly fine in the summer preview, but what if someone else was standing right behind Joy in the hallway? What if it was Alex? Could you imagine if Stephanie accidentally shot Alex in the shoulder? The angst. The hospital scenes. Kayla operating on Alex while Stephanie sobs in the waiting room, realizing her paranoia almost killed her husband. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past the writing team to pull a massive bait and switch cliffhanger on us right before a Friday episode. Let's wrap this up though. Even though Joy survives, the real prison for Stephanie will be her own mind. The writers love Stephanie too much, and she is a legacy character, so she won't do hard time. But her marriage to Alex might not survive this. Joy has the ultimate victim card now, and she is going to play it flawlessly. It is dark, it is twisted, and it is exactly why we watch this show. So I need to know exactly what you guys think about this massive spoiler. Jump down into the comments right now and tell me, do you think Stephanie's marriage to Alex is officially over after this gunshot? And should Joy get full custody of baby Kelsey to protect her from Stephanie's PTSD? Let me hear all your wild theories. If you enjoyed this rant and want more Days of Our Lives spoilers, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow Days addicts. I'll see you guys in the next video.